legacy and the passion and the pride that we need to get back in this company. So I thought I'd have a little bit of fun. I said, you know, what are the 4 A's of Avon? And I have to tell you that not a whole lot of people knew what the 4 A's of Avon were. Now, I'm not going to ask in the room what the 4 A's of Avon are. Just think about what you think they are. Write those down, Judy McKissick. Write them down. And you know, one of the division managers, when we were talking about this, asked me a question and said, what keeps you up at night? Well, there are a lot of things that keep me up at night. But when talking about this business, the one thing that keeps me up at night is also the thing that motivates me each and every day. Pablo mentioned about when you wake up in the morning to have that goal that you're getting after. So it's the same thing. Let me tell you what it is. Just by a show of hands, real fast, you don't have to stand up. How many have been with Avon less than 6 years or less? Raise your hand. I will tell you, my friends, it is you and the fact that you have not experienced in this company in the United States great sales increases in a driving business, because since 2007 our business has been on decline. That's not just what keeps me up at night, wanting you to be able to experience the great things that can happen in this country when you have staff advantage, when you have order advantage. But it's also the thing that keeps me driving. So back to the 4 A's of Avon, we got off on a little tangent in that staff meeting. The 4 A's of Avon I grew up with. I began with them 30 years ago, and many of the senior managers in this room, Sue, you know the 4 A's of Avon, don't you? You know them. Well, you know what? Here they are. This is a scroll that began way back in the days of David H. McConnell. We reproduced it, and it's something that we grew up with in the company. And I want each and every one of you to know what these 4 A's are. So they're going to come off of the screen. The first A is for attitude. I'm not going to read them all to you, but just listen to some of the words, because it does describe a district sales manager. Always positive, turns negative around. Thinks positively, right? Displays confidence. Desires to grow as a management person. Look at the next one. Appreciation. Respects the Avon representative. You know, in the days of David H. McConnell, he didn't talk about sales leaders. They didn't have a sales leadership program, but it was of respecting the Avon representative. And look at the second one. Absolutely believes in the Avon earning opportunity. The third A. It's one that a lot of folks don't remember, and it's ambition. Generates enthusiasm. You're hearing some consistent themes here. The boss came from another direct selling company, said the exact same things. Has stamina and is energetic. And the fourth A is achievement. Any sales organization has to have the A of achievement. Has high expectations for herself and for the district. And consistently meets objectives. But you know what, folks? In this company, here's what I want you to take. These 4 A's over history were combined by one letter. And it's the letter that it's the bottom of this. And this was written by David H. McConnell. The 4 A's are held together in union by the M. You know what the M stands for? It stands for the district sales manager. The one who controls, plans, organizes, and contributes. Joe, I want you to raise the lights. How many managers in this room still have their district sales manager pin that was presented to them when they got done uniform? Stand up, ladies. Stand up. You wear that pin proudly. I want you to look at these ladies right here. Because that district sales manager pin, I'm going to tell you a little something right now, Tanya. I'm going to tell you a little something. I'm embarrassed to tell you this, because I asked a couple of folks in the room, do you remember getting your district manager pin? Well, guess what? If you've been here 6 years or less, you don't have a district manager pin. Because at some point in time, somebody made a decision that we didn't need that pin, the one you see right up here. And guess what? You do need it. And the clasp is a tie tack that a male district manager receives when he finishes his uniform training. And I'm looking at division managers, Rodney Harden and Earl Williams, and I'm looking at division managers who have been one of the proudest moments of your division staff meeting is when a new district manager goes through Unit 4, and now she's been assigned, you bring her to the front of your room. You pin that district sales manager pin on her. And you know that she is the cornerstone of this business. I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing the district sales manager pin back. Everybody in this room is going to get it. I hope you like that. And I hope that that is just another cementing of this concept that each and every one of you were, are, and will be the cornerstone of this business moving forward. Everybody understand? All right? We take that and we move on. Now, you know what? I mentioned the word mantra earlier. I'm going to close with 3 slides. Everybody knows what a mantra is, right? Everybody got it? Well, you heard a mantra a second ago from the boss. He talked about get to know Rita. So, for Pablo Munoz, his mantra is Rita. Okay? Now, you know my mantra from the day I came back here. Help me. Additions are good.
Removals are bad.
Removals are bad. That's a good one, right? Here's a mantra that I want you to take, because those 4 A's I talked about earlier, there's a modern version of the 4 A's. It's probably the one that many of you know. But it gets back to what we should be doing all the time. The mantra for Team USA moving forward is anytime, help me, anywhere,
always
ask. There you go, the 4 A's of Avon. I hope you had a good afternoon so far, folks. We're going to take a break right now, and I thank you for being engaged, welcoming Pablo Munoz, and hearing from our top achievers here. Joe, how long a break do we have?
We have a